Hey guys, Marcel here, and we're talking to Febiven after, I would say, like a pretty decent week. You guys went overall 3-1 in comparison to last week. What do you think this week went right, maybe?
This week we had better draft. It's like last week we were just troll drafting, playing for every world best champion, but we just lost every early game and bad draft, so we cannot come back. And yesterday we just had better draft and we played well, even though we lost the early game, but we still had things to come back. So, and today we should have won 2-0 as well, but we just trolled the second game and yeah.
All right, so how does it like affect your team? Maybe if you, I mean, you guys had a pretty rough week last week. How did you manage to come back? Like, did you know what went wrong and knew you could fix it for this week or for the upcoming weeks?
Yeah, after last week losing 4 games in a row, you obviously start seeing your problems like really clear. And our problem was just the draft and early game, and the thing like that we can't come back if we lose early game. So we just focused on playing more champions and try to play more champions which have comeback potential, and just try to not lose early game, even though we're still losing early game every game. It's whatever.
Yeah. So do you think that ironing out like the early game flaws is like the biggest weakness you guys have to fix in order to like contend for playoffs, or what do you think is like the biggest need of improvement right now for you moving forward to like take a title back?
I think the big probably what we should improve the most is draft and like playing correctly around our lanes, like where we should apply pressure and pick accordingly to our team. So we like. It's impossible right now to win a game if you don't have pressure, unless like the enemy lets you steal a Nash or something. Or it's like I think our mid and late game are really good, but our early game is always like really we are always like behind, and then it's just so hard to create anything because you're not the one in control of the game. So it kind of depends on the enemy. So yeah.
So yeah, I'm not even sure what the exact statistics are, but I think if you have like a 2 or 3K gold lead at like 15 minutes, it's really, really hard or almost impossible to come back, no matter what champions you have. Do you think that early game right now is like a lot more important than it was the previous splits, or like how do you feel about like comeback mechanics right now in the game?
No, I think early game is really important, like especially if you have like a winning draft and you have a winning early game, then you win 100% if you don't fuck up. If you have like you play an early game with like a scaling draft, then it's fine, unless you like die on every lane, then it's obviously over. But I think right now there's not that many champions which can like 1v9 if you're behind. Like maybe Azir can 1v9, that's like a champion which can do really good from behind. But besides that, I think it's always good to be equal or ahead and then have pressure in the lanes, and then you can just do whatever you want because yeah, you are in the control.
Okay, so taking a look at like the whole standings, the rankings, I think like there are a lot of pretty good teams right now behind you, like Splice and even Giants. Like, how do you rate those two teams? Do you think they're improving at like a lot faster rate than that they can actually be like a serious contender for you guys?
Yeah, I would say other teams, they understand better, like. For example, there's junglers who only like camp around the bot lane. There's like you see G2, they're only playing around bot lane and they just play a tank top, and then they always get ahead because of that. And I think right now playing around bot lane is really good, and we are having struggles. We're struggling doing it because we are not like demanding enough. We just kind of let our jungler do what he wants because. Yeah, that's the way he plays the best. So, but it doesn't mean it's always the best for the team. So we just have to be more demanding, call our jungler, and then we've showed it in a lot of games that we like pretty much smash the opponent if we just play correctly. But sometimes we just yeah, this game some people were tilting, so it was really hard to come back.
All right, I think we'll leave it at that. Thank you so much for this interview. And if you guys want to check out more stuff, theScore eSports.com. Check out the website, download the app, and see you guys next time.